How's it going, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming. Welcome to another RPGMMV first impression video. This one is a very special one. This is by Simpro Studio, who also created Catacomb 1 Demon War and The Caverns of Time. Both games available on Steam. Check those out. I already did first impressions of those, so you can check those out on my list of first impressions, which you'll see in the cards in the top right eventually. Alright, so let's jump into this project. First thing I noticed is it's locking me out of like a full screen. Let me try to do an Alt-Enter. Okay, Alt-Enter says a package error. That's not what I wanted. Okay, let's try it one more time. What's going on? What's going on, man? Come on, Simpros. Alright. Okay, probably Alt-Enter didn't do anything, but it registered Enter as in trying to load. For some reason, it's defaulted to load. But maybe there's no load files, and that's why it crashed. But let's check out the options. Command remember on, keyboard config. I'm going to leave it, full screen. There we go. Alright, got you guys covered there. Sync monitor FPS, we're going to need that most likely. I'm not going to mess the keyboard config right now because I don't want to mess up any potential, key binds that are already set up for like hotkeys. Let's take a look at the credits super fast. Lead designer, writer, programmer, Derek DiBenedetto. I've said that name several times before, but it still tongue twisters me. Sorry for butchering that, Derek. Lead map artist, Marcelo Brocker, and so forth. So on Adam Winnick. Lots of stuff here. I'm not going to read all these guys, but you can see them. Pause it to see all the people involved. And some dedications. Cool. Alright. Let's jump into Nightingale Downs.
Summer was but a fading memory. The sky receded into darkness each day with ever-increasing speed, and your band turned its attention to gathering sustenance to survive the growing chill. Fellow creatures across the woods had heard and heeded nature's rhythms, and the deer were no different. These lush and verdant woods had served as your home for your entire life on Earth, and shielded your clan from the encroaching threat of man. The leader of your group, Gramu, had foreseen a great upheaval many years ago, and now summoned you to his massive home, an ancient and towering oak tree. Meetings with the chieftain were quite rare indeed.
That's awesome! Great voice acting on that. That was really, really good. Wow. If I could, I guess, one thing I could say to improve it is when you're editing the audio, cut out the when you take a breath and, in between all the breaths. I do it all the time, and it's when you pay attention to it, you notice it a lot. But not a big deal. That was awesome, and I really appreciate that we get some background art. This looks beautiful. I don't know who made that, but this looks really, really, really good. It's like some sort of, it kind of looks like a color pencil art, like an old school color pencil to me. I don't really know. It looks great. It's really, really good, and the voice acting on top of that. Let's hit shift. Does shift do anything?
Gramu was an imposing and impressive sight. With long antlers covered with the scratches and wear of many seasons past, he spoke, detailing his concerns about recent signs of humans in the area. His voice, deep and filled with concern, echoed through the tree hollow. Men had always been an unspoken dread, a shadow lurking over the downs. The chieftain spoke, telling you of the trust your tribe had in you, and that you were to investigate and report back if humans had indeed pierced the sanctity of the wood. You choke back a wave of fright and agree to look around and find out what is happening. The chief beams with pride at your courage and bids you good fortune.
Cool. Alright. Shift. And we get to play, I was informed, we get to play as a deer. Literally a deer. So this definitely gets to be customized. I have to customize it. Well, that's good. Drift. We are Drift the deer. Drift deer. I am Drift deer. My name is Drift deer. Movement. You can use your keyboard's arrow keys or simply left click on the map to where you wish to move. Main menu, right click on your mouse or hit the escape key to access, your simple commands. Q to view the game's tutorial. K to load the game's save menu. M to view your quest log. And E to pull up your items. So because if you've already bound these keys, what if I were to rebind them in the options? Would it mess them up? Most likely. So that's another thing you might want to consider. You marvel at the woods and what a beautiful day it is, since you seem to be lost as to what to do next. It makes perfect sense to visit Bessie, the most wise and learned cow you know, to get some idea how to start your most important mission. You know she makes her home to the west, where the grass is plentiful and the sun seems to shine the brightest. You only hope you don't disturb her lunchtime. Okay, so we have control of the deer, which is amazing. The cow sage, so we have like some sort of quest menu in the top left of the real estate. Top right, we've got our blood spirit and XP, and our level, and I guess a face icon. Let's hit escape. Okay, so great. So I see you're using the same setup as your Catacombs ones, where you have like your stats shown right there, which is cool. Kind of eliminates for the need for this scene, doesn't it? Hooves? I guess not, because you're showing some other things as well as other information here. You could potentially remove these stats from the status, right? Attack. Oh, okay, let's see. Attack, agility, belief, resist, fortune. So some of it's weird because it's like some of these are there in the status and some are not. I don't know. And then we have some state of hooves or something. Maybe that's a state. Training. Expand and finish. This looks like it's some random dude's plugin. I forgot what it's called. But he has a cool plugin that lets you allocate your stats. And so we have no training points, so we cannot upgrade any of our stats. Quests. The Cow Sage. This is a quest menu here. And there are so many of these out, I can't even tell whose this is anymore. I think LTN had one like this. It could be SRD. Someone let me know what quest menu this is for everybody else too. Options. See, can we save it? Oh, no! Okay, so here's what we're going to do, F5. Do you want to reload the game and return to the title screen? All progress will be lost. Well, I like that you did a confirm right there, just so someone doesn't accidentally reload the game. So if we try to save or load in this, we're going to crash. It's okay. I'm going to rush us to where we were. We didn't really do too much. We were more, you know, we enjoyed this. This was great. Quickly going to just use the mouse here and do the same thing. So we can't save or load. That's fine. I'll just try to not die and stuff. We've read all this. We've read all this. Okay, this is as far as we got. You know, we were just looking. So not a big deal. Back we'll just... So I don't know why that needs to be there. But maybe it's for simplification for Q equal help on map. Let's hit Q. Oh, nice, right? About items. There are a variety of items in Nightingale Downs. Mini treats and damage items can be used during combat, and some restorative type items can only be used outside of combat. Using combat items can be key when fighting tougher monsters, and these can be accessed using the pouch shortcut during combat. Okay, and this is an overview of our combat. We've got a hoof punch, a rapid bite, a blood pummel, and a pouch. Okay, so that's our items. Blood pummel, special attack, we get to leap and do 1.5 to 2 times normal, but it costs 5 spirit. Rapid bite, 2 spirit, 2 blood. So we'll get the hang of it, and we'll try them all out in combat, really. Hotkeys, Q, K, M, and E. Q, K, M, and E. Okay. K is to save and load. Let's see if there's a custom one, but it'll probably crash the game if we try, right? M brings up your quest log, and E brings up your pouch. Let's test all of these. Let's try E. Perfect. Let's try M. Awesome. Let's try K. Okay, K is going to crash you. Okay, F5, and we'll go ahead and load. Right, so there is no custom save load, anything that I've seen so far. Or, there could be, you know, but this is going to crash every time it tries to load package. Sorry for the repeating, but I want to give this game a fair shot, and I'm really excited, and I'm not going to just let a couple of stupid bugs like that ruin it. So let's just rush through it. We haven't really, you know, done anything. We're just checking stuff out, so... let's go ahead and move around now. I think we've pretty much seen all of the stuff in the menu and the overview and gone over everything that we can, and we've also figured out that saving and loading will crash, so we'll just try to play the best we can. Shift doesn't seem to run, or there's no auto run or anything. Maybe that's in the options. Is there no auto run? Okay, there's no auto run, that's fine. So we'll just move around at our regular speed. Okay. Violet Valley, Julin the Lazy Sheep. We've got to go west to find Besame. I'm actually heading east, if I remember. If up is north, this is east. But you know how I do. One look at Julian, and anyone can tell where his nickname came from. His gait is slow and laborious, and even his very speech issues out from a mouth that barely wishes to move. Hello there, what can I do for you today? You relate your story to the creature, and his eyelids, think E-Y-E lids, spring open more, if only very slightly. Yes, I did stumble upon a human settlement, but, he pauses, but not for a dramatic effect at all. Oh, that's all. He pauses, but not for a dramatic effect at all. Perhaps you could help us out with something. The valley, well, that all of the forest relies on for clean water, has been ravaged recently by some nasty, dirty pigs. His disdain is obvious, even though the Langvorous... Oh. Langorously... I don't know if that's a word, or I just don't know that word. Langorously. I'm going to look it up. Told tale. Please head west and slaughter the nasty swine. Okay, so, you know, we're supposed to go west, but just gotta see what's going on over here real quick. Tessin the turtle. Tessin was known to be quite the worrying type. He appeared even more so than usual this day. Oh dear, I am most hungry this afternoon. I cannot seem to find any worms to snack on. Perhaps, and with this came pleading eyes. Perhaps you could find me some tasty worms. I believe 3 of them should be sufficient. In return, I could show you how to get through those nasty rapids to the north. What say you? Time to put on your worm-finding hat. Uh-oh. Is this like a random encounter? It is. Okay, so, as your other games, you're very comfortable with your first-person style. I would highly suggest you move into something different, right? Because your games are going to start feeling very samey if all your combats are very similar. But I'm not going to prejudge it. I'm going to give it as if it was a fresh, and I haven't seen your other 2 games, which kind of have very similar so far on the battle. Hoof punch! Rapid bite. Alright, so I'm seeing similar sound effects, similar animations. I do hear some custom different ones, but I hear some of the reusable ones that are in your other games as well. The roaring water makes it impossible to cross. Perhaps a kind resident can assist you with finding a way through. There's a little bit of a depth perception error here, where this should either be not passable or behind, right? Same thing right here. This looks a little funny. This is simple region restriction stuff that I'm sure you can fix easy. Let's try Blood Pummel. Bam! Hoof punch. We missed. Do it again. Oh, he missed us and then he dodged. Then he missed us. But we got him. Okay. Pixie Weed. I like the icon set too. I didn't mention that. I really do enjoy this kind of icon set. Very nice looking. Kind of Secret of Mana-ish. Okay, so we're not supposed to be up here yet. Let's make our way. So the transfer events are a little weird. Like, this, I have to press enter on to activate. So make sure you're, like that one, I just walk up. So you have that one, and this one, and this, all of these, I have to press enter. So change the trigger to, you know, below character and then player touch or whatever. instead of a action button. Which, I mean, that's not like educating you. That's just like, hey, I found something, you know, you already know how to fix that. That's just I found a spot you need to look at. I'm pretty sure everybody could figure out how to do transfer events. I like this background too. This is a really good battle background. This is a really enjoyable scene, you know. It fits the theme and everything. So we're getting some sort of a different lighting effect on the, you know, the parallax mapping. Worm mound. You use your hooves to dig into the dirt to find a big tasty worm there. Tessin will be most pleased. So now we can take that back to the frog. A little bit of a clipping thing with the antlers here, not a big issue. Poof punch. Evil sheeps. Think we need to do a blood pummel because it'll heal us, right? Oh my god, he hits for 13. We were at 1 HP. And we can't save it, so that's dangerous. Thornweed. I don't want to die yet. And I feel like if we do die, that would be the end. Because I already repeated it like the beginning like 3 times. Oh wait, I ate an apple. I thought it was going to heal me. I didn't even read what it would do. Increase resist by 60%. Deals 5 damage to all enemies, and you can get... Oh, why does it let me... What? I did not expect that to... I'm just testing it. Okay, that one is set up correct. Okay, anyway. Maybe it said something else it does. I'll look back on the video and see. So now we have a different kind of state to us or something. We have this like purple vortex on us. I don't know what that is. And hooves, this, I don't know if that is a state or... Kind of confusing. Oh yeah, we can't save. Don't try to save, it'll crash. Frelly the Fox. You've always known Frelly to be an endless source of trouble, so his sneaky manner does not surprise you. Hey there, Drift. Nice to see you. Hey. Almost in the same breath, I seem to have lost my magic lamp. I know it's around here somewhere. I love that thing. It's so pretty. All shiny. Gold, you know. He continues onward, barely pausing again. Well, anyway, I've heard of your little quest, finding those nasty humans. I found this key a little while back, and it looks like something men would use to lock up something. Find my magic lamp, and I'll give you the key. Fair enough? Good. You wish this creature would slow down just a bit. It looks like you have a lamp to find. You see a plume of smoke. As you enter a clearing, you come upon a small hole in the ground that seems to have glowing bits of wood in it. You know that animals do not use fire in this manner, so it can only mean one thing. Humans were here recently. Your heart sinks as you realize that maybe, just maybe, you're too late. Your legs propel you forward even faster, knowing your mission cannot be delayed a second longer. It's kind of funny when he's just standing there. You should do a cutscene right here if you're going to show this text, where you just teleport to a different map and it just make it so that it's a very small map and it just has like a long narrow map. Like it's really long. It's just big enough to have like one scene, and it's just a looping map. You know, the X plane loops, so you get to the end and then you start back at the beginning. But this side looks like this side, so it's like an endless runner. So even if the player just stands there forever, the move event will keep running. It would fit so much better right here when it says your legs propel you forward even faster, as if you're already moving. So, like right when this picks up is when it should teleport to another thing while the text goes on. You even stumble on an item on the ground that you take and keep. Or you could just reword it and get rid of the whole scene, because it's not like you're running around during that. You gave you did a lot of telling instead of showing when there was an opportunity with those, what are they, verbs? To show. Oh no! What did he critical us? Oh my god. That's a cool looking background there. You find some good looking art, I will say that. Yeah, I mean, if I could save and load, I would try to go again, but I can't load, it just crashes. No. So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. I will do this again, because this is, I think it's too early, man. Shouldn't have sent it to me quite yet. But I think it's awesome. I love the concept. I love the idea. Keep working on it. The fact that you get to play as a deer, and I would have liked to have seen a different combat style from you, because I've seen first person, you know, and I like the way you do first person, though. I mean, I will say that. I have, as much as I talk about, like, I don't like the first person combat a lot in mini games, I don't really find that it's pulled off well. You do make it fast and quick and impactful in all of your... It didn't feel that great in this, but it's so early, how can I even judge it, right? I mean, like I said, send it to me another version, and I'll definitely give it another shot. But that's going to do it for my very, very too early first impression of Nightingale Downs. I thought it was early enough to show, get a little hype built up for it, because, you know, Simpro Studio is known to put out games. He's already, this is his third game. He's gonna, I'm sure it'll be on Steam. So you guys can take a few things from what he's doing. I don't, you know, I'm sure you have your own opinions, and I'm actually really curious to hear what they are. So let me know what your opinions are about this game in the comments below. Also, in particular, how do you guys feel about the battle system? And first person, what games has done first person right? I know that I think Dragon Quest, Dragon Warriors, early Nintendo NES did first person pretty well, but because that was like already restrained and there weren't so many options. Now we have so many options. It's like, why would you go back to do that style? But there are those nostalgic those people who like the nostalgia in first person, because they played a lot of CRPGs that had that first person, like Wizardry and stuff, that really fit like when you're in a combat and you see first person. So I mean, I get it, and I played those games too. So they all have like different places. But now I'm rambling on. That's gonna do it for my first impressions. I thought it was pretty cool, but I definitely think it was too early and want to play another version. So like this video if you liked it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.